The Super Falcons are through to the final. Mission X is alive and well. I need to give a big shout out to Okoronkwo, this lady. Ever since she got to the starting 11, and I called it against the Botswana, after the Botswana game, I said Okoronkwo has to start. Has to start. My recap after the Botswana game was Okoronkwo has to start. I'm not saying the coach did do well. I feel like if he's experimenting, it's good. Experiment now. But the takeaways from this game, Okoronkwo needs to start because you need more creative presence in the middle of the park. She has started the last two games. This game was a menace up front. You don't realize how big she is, how physical she is. And to me, I feel like she's going to win this tournament for this Super Falcons team. Last game, obviously, they won 5-0, had 2 assists and a goal. Her presence up front is just everything, She gave Mbane a tough time. She gave, there was this one chance where the Dlamini saved, then the ball came back to her, I think, or it came to the winger. What's the winger's name? Ijamilusi, yes. And then the ball came, and it was Makubela who saved off the line, who to me was super, super impressive before she got injured. And the Banyana had 2 big injuries. We need to touch on both of them. Makubela was hamstring injury. She was stretchered off and replaced by Hilda Magaya, which I think was a crucial substitution in the game because it led to Super Falcons' goal, but it also meant that Banyana had to come out because they were being put under so much pressure. And the second one was, of course, the injury to Salgado, who to me was the best player on the field for Banyana for long stretches of the game because after Makubela left and they brought in Hilda to play in midfield, Salgado had to drop back and literally play at left back. She was dropping, she was literally defending, she was leading attacks. There's the one chance where, I want to say her name right, Nesane. I think that's her name. Well, that's her name. I don't know. I think I've said it right. Please, write in the comment section, South African fans, if I said it right. Nesane had a chance, but it came from Dlamini rolling the ball to Salgado. Salgado playing left back, quick. So she's playing there as a midfielder and attacker coming up. Then she plays it to the front to Seaposenwe, who crosses a beautiful ball to Nesane, and it is cleared off the line. But Salgado was so good in this game. Like, apart from a few moments where she was really getting outpaced, because the Nigerians are big and physical. So there are times they just knocked the ball around her. But once she figured it out, she was quite good. So it was very, very sad to see her get injured. And that injury was... They didn't even show the replay, and you could see in the South African players' reactions when they came and so especially Linda Motlalo, I really feel for her because she saw it and Sane as well. They came and saw it like this, and I think it was Linda who just started screaming, and she just started holding her head. Nigerian players holding their head. Nadozie, the goalkeeper, has come all the way from the back holding her head. It looks like a nasty, nasty injury. So we really just want to wish I don't want to say a speedy recovery. I want to say a successful recovery because sometimes with these injuries, you don't rush them. Let them heal at their own pace. But we wish that, she comes back better and stronger because I feel like she's really, really good. There's a game which was the second game, where she came off the bench and I feel like she really, really changed the course of that game. So, yeah, it's quite a sad thing to see. It was against Tanzania, I think, or was it Mali? I think it was Mali that she came off the bench, and she was so good in that game. Yeah, so it was Mali, the one where Ronaldo nearly scored as well. Yeah, so Salgado, prayers up, you'll be well. And the resilience that the team showed after this, because it's difficult. 83rd minute, you've just seen the most horrific injury, and she looks like she's someone who the squad really loves, and she's gone down. Like that can really just mess up with your head and your psyche. So they picked themselves back up, heart of a champion. They really rallied. The way they were chasing after tackles in those 7 minutes, when you'd think their head is not there, they went chasing and chasing and chasing. But we just need to give props to Super Falcons because these Super Falcons, at the beginning of the tournament, I said that Banyana are the most balanced team. Their main weakness is one of Nigeria's biggest strengths, physicality. they're just way more physical. And it's just size, because sometimes you can't teach size. If someone is bigger than you, they're bigger than you. Literally, even Alozie, there were times someone was trying to go like kick the ball and try to get past Alozie, and she just puts her body at the front and there's nothing you're going to do about it. Plumpton on the other side, so tall, like what are you going to do? Okoroko bullying everyone in up front. And also need to give a big shout out to the middle of the park. That combination of Ajibade, Ainde, and Echegini. Echegini is the real deal. I saw her limping a bit when she left. I hope she's okay. But Ainde is a beast. Like, she is so physical, doesn't miss tackles. These one-on-ones, 50-50s. She's a destroyer. Like, yeah. Everything is set up from there. And Ihezuo is also not a small person, right? Even though I feel like in this game, she didn't give the impact I thought that she would have had, yeah. So anyway, yeah, Nigeria scored through a penalty, which to all of us, I believe we agreed was a handball. Andile Dlamini is so close to saving it. My peoples, Andile, I see you. You almost saved that one, but just got past her. Then obviously the second half, Banyana also conceded, won a penalty. They, what was the lady's name? I want to think it was Ohale. Yeah, I think it was her. When she pulled back, she pulled back someone on that wing. I forget who it was. But anyway, pull back, quite obvious. I don't know why you argue. You know, there's some things you don't argue. As a player, I get it. You are trying to delay things, but VR is there. There's cameras everywhere. We can see what you did. That was a clear penalty, very clear penalty. So it was given. But the woman of the moment, the one who won the game, was Alozie, whose cross comes in. And who was number 13 and number 15, right? It was 13 and 15 or 3 and 15. So yeah, they're both rushing towards Andile Dlamini, the South African goalkeeper. And that just confuses her, and there's nothing she can do. And the ball goes into the back of the net to make it 2-1 in the 90th plus 3 minutes. It was Ihezuo at the back post, and it was Ihezuo and Abiodun in the middle. Middle was Abiodun and Ihezuo, and then back post was Plumpton. And yeah, pressure was just too much. At that point, it was quite late. There was not enough time for Banyana to bounce back. But this team is for real. They're unlucky that they conceded a goal. They were very close to breaking a record of the Super Falcons team of 1998 that went a whole tournament unbeaten, even though that 98 team played a game less. So if they managed to get this in the semi-final, they would have literally just tied, right? So still conceding one goal all the way to the final is not a bad result at all. And the fact that you've knocked out the champions, in my opinion, whoever they meet in the final, they're beating, because they just have too much. They have too much. The only thing that I've seen with this Super Falcons team that might give them problems is themselves, because you can't go stretches of the game where you just chill, right? Like you just, we're better than you, we're stronger than you, we're bigger than you, we'll win this game. Nothing is sure. And especially in the second half, even after Banyana had scored that goal and Super Falcons had conceded it, off their own kickoff, they literally give them the ball and they give them a great chance, you know. And those lapses of concentration are quite costly, and you cannot do that against big teams. If they meet Ghana, you can't do that again. I feel like Morocco would be an easier test for them than Ghana, because, you know, when you're playing the host, you feel like you have something to prove. Ghana, to me, is a very dangerous team. So that game is starting in a few minutes. Let's see how that goes. But the first team in the final are the Super Falcons, waiting for the winner of Morocco versus Ghana. And that game is going to be live shortly. And yeah, this is my recap for semi-final 1.